Suspense. This is the Men in Black, here to introduce Columbia's program, Suspense. Tonight, as we premiere our new Saturday evening series on the air, Miss Yenna Kim returns to our stage to appear in the study in Terror by Lucille Fletcher called Sorry, Wrong Number. This story of a woman who accidentally overheard a conversation with death and who strove frantically to prevent murder from claiming an innocent victim is being repeated by popular request as tonight's tale of suspense. If you've been with us before, you will know that suspense is compounded of mystery and suspicion and dangerous adventure. In this series are tales calculated to intrigue you, to stir your nerves, to offer you a precarious situation, and then withhold the solution until the last possible moment. And so it is with the story Sorry, Wrong Number and the performance of Miss Yenna Kim. We again hope to keep you in suspense.
Oh dear.
Your call, please.
Operator? I've been dialing Murray Hill 70093 now for the last 3/4 of an hour, and the line is always busy. I don't see how it could be busy that long. Will you try it for me, please?
I will be glad to try that number for you. One moment, please.
I don't see how it could be busy all this time. It's my husband's office. He's working late tonight, and I'm all alone here in the house. My health is very poor, and I've been feeling so nervous all day.
Ringing Murray Hill 70093.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Is Mr. Stevenson there?
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello? George?
Yes, sir. This is George speaking.
Hello? Who's this? What number am I calling, please?
I'm here with our client.
Oh, good. Is everything okay? Is the coast clear for tonight?
Yeah, George. He says the coast is clear for tonight.
Okay.
Where are you now?
In a phone booth. Don't worry, everything's okay.
Very well. You know the address?
Yeah, I know. At 11 o'clock, the private patrolman goes around to the bar on 2nd Avenue for a beer.
That's right. At 11 o'clock.
I will make sure that all the lights downstairs are out.
No, there should only be one light visible from the street.
Yeah, I know. At 11:15, a train crosses the bridge. It makes a noise in case her window's open and she should scream.
Oh! Hello? What number is this, please?
Okay, I understand, I tell you. That's 11:15, the train.
Yeah. You remember everything else, George?
Yeah. I make it quick, as little blood as possible. Because our client does not wish to make her suffer long.
That's right. You'll use a knife?
Yes, a knife will be okay. And afterwards I remove the rings and the bracelets and the jewelry in the bureau drawer. Because our client wishes it to look like a simple robbery. Don't worry, everything's okay. I never make...
Oh, how awful, how unspeakably awful. Operator, please pick up. Please pick up. Why aren't you picking up? I have to tell the operator everything. Please pick up. Why isn't she picking up?
Your call, please.
Operator, I've just been cut off.
What number are you calling?
Why, it was supposed to be Murray Hill 70093, but it wasn't. Some wires must have crossed. I was cut into a wrong number. I've just heard the most dreadful thing, something about a murder. Operator, you simply have to retrace that call at once.
I beg your pardon. May I help you?
Oh, I know it was a wrong number, and I had no business listening, but these two men, they were cold-blooded fiends, and they were going to murder somebody. Some poor, innocent woman who was all alone in a house near a bridge. And we've got to stop them. We've got to.
What number are you calling, please?
Well, that doesn't matter. This was a wrong number, and you dialed it for me. And we've got to find out what it was immediately.
What number are you calling?
Oh, why are you so stupid? What time is it? Do you mean to tell me you can't find out what the number was just now?
I'll connect you with the chief operator.
Oh, I think it's perfectly shameful. Now look, it was obviously a case of some little slip of the finger. I told you to try Murray Hill 70093 for me. You doubted, but your finger must have slipped, and I was connected with some other number. And I could hear them, but they couldn't hear me. Now, I simply fail to see why you couldn't make that same mistake again on purpose. Why you couldn't try to dial Murray Hill 70093 in the same sort of careless way.
Murray Hill 70093?
Yes!
I'll try to get it for you.
Well, thank you.
I'm sorry, Murray Hill 70093 is busy. I'll call you in 20 minutes.
Operator? Operator! Operator! Operator!
Your call, please.
You didn't try to get that wrong number at all. I asked you explicitly, and all you did was dial correctly?
I'm sorry, what number are you calling?
Well, can't you, for once, forget what number I'm calling and do something for me? Now, I want you to trace that call. It's my civic duty, and it is your civic duty to trace that call and to apprehend those dangerous killers. And if you won't...
I will connect you with the chief operator.
Please! Oh dear.
This is the chief operator.
Oh, Chief Operator? I want you to trace a call. A telephone call, immediately. I don't know where it came from or who is making it, but it's absolutely necessary that it be tracked down. Because it was about a murder that someone's planning. A terrible, cold-blooded murder of a poor, innocent woman tonight at 11:15.
I see.
Well, can you trace it for me? Can you track down those men?
I'm not certain. It depends.
Depends on what?
It depends on whether the call is still going on. If it's a live call, we can trace it on the equipment. If it's been disconnected, we can't.
Disconnected?
If the parties have stopped talking to each other...
Oh, but of course they must have stopped talking to each other by now. That was at least 5 minutes ago, and he didn't sound like the type who would make a long call.
Well, I can try tracing it. May I have your name, please?
Mrs. Stevenson. Mrs. Albert Stevenson. But listen...
And your telephone number, please?
Plaza 42295. But if you go on wasting all this time...
Why do you want this call traced, please?
What? Well, no reason. I mean, I merely felt very strongly that something ought to be done about it. These men sounded like killers. They're dangerous. They're going to murder this woman at 11:15 tonight. And I thought the police ought to know.
Have you reported this to the police?
Well... no, not yet.
You want this call checked purely as a private individual.
Yes, but meanwhile...
I'm sorry, Mrs. Stevenson, but I'm afraid we couldn't make this check for you and trace the call just on your say-so as a private individual. We'd have to have something more official.
Oh, for heaven's sake, you mean to tell me I can't report that there's going to be a murder without getting tied up in all this red tape? Well, it's perfectly idiotic. Well, all right. I will call the police.
Thank you. I'm sure that would be the best way to...
Ridiculous! Perfectly ridiculous! Thought of it! Can't see why I have to go through all this trouble. Stupid chief operator. Oh, I can't take it as you're saying so. Private individual. Private individual yourself! How is he even a chief? Doesn't make any sense. And now the stupid operator isn't picking up. Oh, stupid operator, stupid chief operator. Oh, this is so stupid. Why can't they help me? I'm a poor innocent woman. They should be helping people all around this town, but no, they can't help me at all. And now this stupid operator isn't even picking up her phone. Oh, I can't even. Oh.
Your call, please.
The police department. Get me the police department, please.
Thank you.
Oh dear, do you have to dial? Can't you ring them direct?
Ringing the police department.
First the operator, now the chief operator, now the police department. Somebody better be able to help me. Why isn't they picking up? Why is nobody picking up? What is taking them so long? This is the police department. They should be helping by now.
Police station, precinct 43, Sergeant Martin speaking.
Police department? This is Mrs. Stevenson. Mrs. Albert Smythe Stevenson of 53 North Sutton Place. I'm calling up to report a murder. I mean, the murder hasn't been committed yet, but I just overheard plans for it over the telephone, over a wrong number that the operator gave me. I've been trying to trace down the call myself, but everybody is so stupid. And I guess in the end, you're the only people who can do anything.
Yes, ma'am.
It was a perfectly definite murder. I heard their plans distinctly. 2 men were talking, and they were going to murder some woman at 11:15 tonight. She lived in a house near a bridge. Are you listening to me?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
And there was a private patrolman on the street. He was going to go around for a beer on 2nd Avenue. And there was some third man, a client, who was paying to have this poor woman murdered. They're going to take her rings and bracelets and use a knife? Well, it's unnerved me dreadfully. I'm not well, and I feel
I
so...
see. When was all this, ma'am?
About 8 minutes ago. Then can you do something? You do understand.
What is your name, ma'am?
Mrs. Stevenson. Mrs. Albert Stevenson.
And your address?
53 North Sutton Place. 53 North Sutton Place. That's near a bridge. The Queensboro Bridge, you know? And we have a private patrolman on our street. It's 2nd Avenue.
And what was that number you were calling?
Murray Hills 70093. But that wasn't the number I overheard. I mean, Murray Hills 70093 is my husband's office. He's working late tonight, and I was trying to reach him to ask him to come home. I'm an invalid, you know. It's the maid's night off, and I hate to be alone. Even though he says I'm perfectly safe as long as I have the telephone right beside my bed.
Well, we'll look into it, Miss Stevenson, and see if we can check it with the telephone company.
But the telephone company said they couldn't check the call if the parties had stopped talking. I've already taken care of that.
Oh, you have?
Yes, and personally, I feel you ought to do something far more immediate and drastic than just check the call. What good does checking the call do if they've stopped talking? By the time you tracked it down, they've already committed the murder.
Well, we'll take care of it. Don't you worry.
Well, I'd say the whole thing calls for a search. A complete and thorough search of the whole city. Now I'm very near the bridge, and I'm not far from 2nd Avenue. And I know I'd feel a lot better if you sent around a radio car to this neighborhood at once.
And what makes you think the murder's going to be committed in your neighborhood, ma'am?
Well, I don't know. Only the coincidence is so horrible. 2nd Avenue, the patrolman, the bridge.
2nd Avenue is a very long street, ma'am. And you know how many bridges there are in the city of New York alone?
Yes, I know.
Not to mention Brooklyn, Staten Island, Queens, and the Bronx.
I know that.
How do you know there isn't some little house on Staten Island on some little 2nd Avenue you never even heard about? How do you know they're even talking about New York at all?
But I heard the call on the New York dialing system.
Maybe it was a long-distance call you overheard.
Oh, don't.
Telephones are funny things. Look, lady, why don't you look at it this way? Supposing you hadn't broken in on that telephone call, supposing you got your husband the way you always do, you wouldn't be so upset, would you?
Well, no, I suppose not. Only it sounded so inhuman. So cold-blooded.
A lot of murders are committed in the city every day, ma'am. We manage to prevent almost all of them.
But
a clue of this kind is so vague, it isn't much more useless than no clue at all.
surely
Unless, of course, you have some reason for thinking this call was phony and that someone may be planning to murder you.
Me? Oh, no, I hardly think so. I mean, why should anybody? I'm alone all day and night. I see nobody except my maid Eloise, and she's a big girl. She weighs 200 pounds. She's too lazy to bring up my breakfast tray, and the only person is my husband Albert. He's crazy about me. He just adores me. He waits on me hand and foot. He's scarcely left my side since I took sick, 12 years ago.
Well, then there's nothing for you to worry about. Now, if you just leave the rest of this to us, we'll take care of it.
But what will you do? It's so late. It's nearly 11 now.
We'll take care of it, lady.
Will you broadcast it all over the city and send out squads and warn your radio cars to watch out? Especially in suspicious neighborhoods like mine.
Lady, I said we'd take care of it. Now I've got a couple of other matters here on my desk that require immediate attention. Good night, ma'am, and thank you.
Oh, you idiot! Oh, now, why did I hang up the phone like that? You think I'm a fool? Why doesn't Albert come home? Why doesn't he come home? Why doesn't he come home? Ah! Why does everybody hate me? I'm so rich, and I'm so pretty, and even my own husband doesn't want to talk to me. The operator couldn't help me, the chief operator couldn't help me, and now the stupid police department! Why won't anybody help me? Nobody just pick up the dang phone!
Your call, please.
Operator, for heaven's sake, will you ring that Murray Hill 70093 number again? I can't think what's keeping him so long.
I will try it for you.
Well, try! I don't see why he doesn't answer it.
I'm sorry, Murray Hill 70093 is busy. I will...
I can hear it. You don't have to tell me. I know it's busy. If I could only get out of this bed for a little while. If I could get a breath of fresh air, just lean out the window and see the street. Hello? Albert? Hello? 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 Oh, what's the matter with this phone? Hello? Hello? Oh, for heaven's sake, who is this? Hello? 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 Oh, who's trying to call me? Why doesn't she answer? This operator's taking so long. Every time I try to call her, she takes so long. Just pick up the dang phone.
Your call, please.
Hello? Operator? I don't know what's the matter with this telephone tonight, but it's positively driving me crazy. I've never seen such inefficient, miserable service. Now, look. I'm an invalid, and I'm very nervous, and I'm not supposed to be annoyed. But if this keeps on much longer...
What seems to be the trouble, please?
Well, everything's wrong. I haven't had one bit of satisfaction out of one call I've made this evening. The whole world could be murdered for all you people care. And now my phone keeps ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing every 5 seconds, and when I pick it up, there's no one there.
I'm sorry. If you will hang up, I will test it for you.
I don't want you to test it for me. I want you to put that call through, whatever it is, at once.
I'm afraid I cannot do that.
You can't? And why? Why, may I ask?
The dial system is automatic. If someone is trying to dial your number, there is no way to check it if the call is coming through the system or not, unless the person who's trying to reach you complains to his particular operator.
Well, of all the stupid... And meanwhile, I've got to sit here in my bed, suffering every time the phone rings, imagining everything...
I will try to check the trouble for you.
Check it? Check it? That's all anybody can do. Oh, what's the use of talking to you? You're so stupid. Oh, well, I'll fix her. Of all the impudent... How dare she speak to me like that? How dare she? Just call the operator one more time. Maybe she'll be able to help this time. Why is it always taking so long? She's an operator. She should be picking up right away. But no, she can't even help me when I actually need help. Oh, why isn't she picking up? Just pick up the dang phone. Oh, dear. Why does it take so long? Just pick up the phone.
Your call, please.
Young woman, I don't know your name, but there are ways of finding you out. I'm going to report you to your superiors for the most unpardonable rudeness and insolence. It's ever been my privilege. Give me the business office at once.
You may dial that number direct.
Dial it direct? I'll do no such thing. I don't even know the number.
The number is in the directory, or you may secure it by dialing information.
Listen here, you. Oh, what's the use? Oh, dear. Oh, for heaven's sake, I'm going out of my mind. Out of my... Hello? Hello? Stop ringing me, do you hear? Answer me. Who is this? Do you realize you're driving me crazy? Who's calling me? What are you doing it for? Now stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Hello? Hello? If you don't stop ringing me, I'm going to call the police. Do you hear me? The police! Oh, if Albert would only come home. Oh, let it ring. Let it go on ringing. It's a trick of some kind. I won't answer it. I won't. I won't. I won't even if it goes on ringing all night. Oh, you ring. Go ahead and ring. Not going to pick it up. Not going to pick it up. Just leave the phone alone. Don't pick it up. Just keep ringing. I'm not going to pick you up. Stopped. No, what's the matter? Why did they stop ringing all of a sudden? Oh, what time is it? Where did I put that clock? Oh, here it is. 5 to 11. Oh, they've decided something. They're sure I'm home. They've heard my voice answer them just now. That's why they've been ringing me. Why no one has answered me. I'll call the operator again. Oh, where is she? Why does she answer? Why does she answer the phone? Please pick up. It's okay. You're okay as long as you have your phone by your side. You just have to call the operator. Everything will be okay. The operator just has to pick up.
Your call, please.
Where were you just now? Why didn't you answer at once? Give me the police department.
I'm sorry. The line is busy. I will call you.
Busy? But that's impossible. The police department can't be busy. There must be other lines available.
The line is busy. I will try to get them for you later.
No! No! I've got to speak to them now or it may be too late. I've got to talk to someone.
What number are you calling?
I don't know, but there must be someone to protect people besides the police department. A detective agency.
You will find agencies listed in the classified directory.
But I don't have a classified. I mean, I'm too nervous to look it up. I don't know how to use it.
I'll connect you with information. Perhaps she will be able to help you.
No! No! Oh, you're being spiteful, aren't you? You don't care, do you, what happens to me? I could die and you wouldn't care. Oh, stop it! Stop it! Stop it! I can't stand anymore! Hello? What do you want? Stop ringing, will you? Stop it!
Hello, is this Plaza 42295?
Yes, I'm sorry. This is Plaza 42295.
This is Western Union. I have a telegram here for Mrs. Albert Stevenson. Is anyone there to receive the message?
I'm Mrs. Stevenson.
The telegram is as follows. Mrs. Albert Stevenson, 53 North Sutton Place, New York, New York. Darling, terribly sorry. Tried to get you for the last hour, but line busy. Leaving for Boston 11 p.m. tonight on urgent business. Back tomorrow afternoon. Keep happy. Love, signed, Albert.
Oh no.
Do you wish us to deliver a copy of the message?
No, thank you.
Thank you, madam. Good night.
Good night. Oh, no, I don't believe it. He couldn't do it. He couldn't do it, not when he knows I'll be all alone. It's some trick. Some fiendish trick. Some trick. Why doesn't she answer? Just pick up the phone. Every single time she takes so long. Please pick up the phone, operator. I really need you. Please. Why isn't she picking up the phone? Why isn't she picking up? Just pick up the ding phone. Why is it taking so long? Please pick up. Please pick up.
Your call, please.
Operator, try that Murray Hill 70093 number for me. Just once more, please.
You may dial that number direct.
Pick up the phone. Why isn't she picking up? Why is it taking so long? Why is it taking so long? Please pick up. Please pick up. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. Oh, Albert, how could you? How could you? How could you? I can't be alone tonight. I can't. If I'm alone one more second, I'll go mad. I don't care what he says or what the expense is. I'm a sick woman. I'm entitled. I'm entitled.
Information. May I help you?
I want the telephone number of Henchley Hospital.
Henchley Hospital. Do you have the street address?
No, it's somewhere in the 70s. It's a very small, private, and exclusive hospital where I had my appendix out 2 years ago. Henchley, H-E-N...
One moment, please.
Please hurry. And please, what is the time?
You may find out the time by dialing Meridian 71212.
Oh, for heaven's sake, I have no time to be
The
dialing.
number of Henchley Hospital is Butterfield 70105.
Butterfield, 70105. Come on, Henchley Hospital. Maybe I'll get that perfectly nice nurse that I met last time. She was really nice. She took really good care of me. Maybe I'll get her. You'll be okay. You're perfectly fine. You have your phone by your side. Now you just need the hospital. Oh, I really hope I get that nice nurse. Oh.
Henchley Hospital. Good evening.
Nurses registry.
Who was it you wished to speak to, please?
I want the nurses registry at once. I want a trained nurse. I want to hire her immediately for the night.
I see. And what was the nature of this case, madam?
Nerves. I'm very nervous. I need soothing. Companionship. You see, my husband is away and
Have you been recommended to us by a doctor in particular, madam?
No. But I really don't see why all this catechizing is necessary. I just want a trained nurse. I was a patient in your hospital 2 years ago. And after all, I do expect to pay this person for attending me.
We quite understand, madam. But these are war times, you know.
Well,
Registered nurses are very scarce just now, and our superintendent has asked us to send people only on cases where the physician in charge feels it is absolutely necessary.
Well, it is absolutely necessary. I'm a sick woman. I'm very upset, very. I'm alone in this house, and I'm an invalid. Tonight I overheard a telephone conversation that upset me dreadfully. In fact, if someone doesn't come at once, I'm afraid I'll go out of my mind.
I see. Well, I'll speak to Miss Phillips as soon as she comes in. And what is your name, madam?
Miss Phillips? And when do you expect her in?
Well, I really couldn't say. She went out on supper at 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock? But it's not 11 yet. Oh, my clock has stopped. I thought it was running down. What time is it?
Just 15 minutes past 11.
What was that?
What was what, madam?
That click just now in my own telephone. As though someone had lifted the receiver off the hook of the extension phone downstairs.
Well, I didn't hear it, madam. Now about this
But I did. There's someone in this house. Someone downstairs in the kitchen. And they're listening to me now. I won't pick it up. I won't let them hear me. I'll be quiet and they'll think. Oh, but if we don't call someone now while they're still down there, there'll be no time. You'll be okay. You're perfectly fine as long as you have your phone. Just gonna call the operator. Everything will be okay. Everything's going to be perfectly fine. Nothing bad is going to happen to you.
Your call, please.
Operator, I'm in desperate trouble.
I'm sorry. I cannot hear you. Please speak louder.
I don't dare. There's someone listening. Can you hear me now?
I'm sorry.
But you've got to hear me. Oh, please. You've got to help me. There's someone in this house. Someone who's going to murder me. Oh, there it is. There it is. Did you hear it? He's put it down. He's put down the extension phone. He's coming up. He's coming up the stairs. Give me the police department. The police department. Give it to me.
One moment, please. I will connect you.
I can hear him. He's nearer. Oh, I hear him. I hear him. Hurry.
Police Department, Sergeant Martin speaking. Police Department, Sergeant Martin speaking. Police Department, Sergeant Martin speaking. Police Department, Sergeant Martin speaking.
Police department? Oh, I'm sorry. Must have got the wrong number. Don't worry, everything's okay.
And so closes Sorry, Wrong Number, starring Miss Yenna Kim, in tonight's tale of suspense.